Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with your weekend update. We've had so much going on. We got Dish up and running. We got pre-patch underway. We're like hunting for 34 slot bags and calendar, all that good stuff. Let's get into this, shan't we? Dr. Fox back here with your weekend update. How you doing? I hope you're all holding up okay. Hope I got some of this echo mess kind of tweaked and I sound better than I did last week. I didn't, once again, figuring out that I forget to mute my mics of the other devices, which causes back echo. And I'm well aware of this as a sound gal myself. And it may sound like a stupid rookie mistake, but we all have our moments. Because I've been having to set this up on the other laptop, and then the other laptop now is in a good home. And then now I'm trying to get this one set up, and I've had a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I wouldn't even be playing thanks to a very, very special person. You can go check out his stream too. I'll put his link in there. At least he's not doing as many like most immediate, but he has been doing some pretty constant Batman videos and whatnot. My good old friend Adam, go check him out as well. So he is taking very good care of my beautiful laptop over there as well, while we try to get things set up over here as well on this one. So with that said, pre-patch of course is underway. It's been underway for a bit. Why don't you share with us, what have you been farming some of the transmogs? Are you just getting it for cloth? The good news is, she has come to welcome us. Hi, my beautiful love. So Mora is going to make a cameo on camera today. I wasn't sure if she was going to come back after a few minutes. So you can see we got the cat cam up and running too over here. So, so you guys can enjoy that while I'm so happy, Kat. Thanks for joining us today. At least you'll get her back and you'll get her side in the main cam here as well. So I have been a busy bee myself, and I want to have you share with us. Are you going after Bronjahm? And I know those that know my channel know I tend to botch these things. I have been working on my main. She really only needed a couple of pieces. It was really the transmog. I was working for the male here, but then I went back, and anything she missed, I'm so happy to announce here that I finally have my 4 mains over here leveled. We have our plate, our mail, our leather, and our cloth. And as late last night, 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have officially got my last piece. So if you'd like to see what those beautiful sets look like, I'm gonna have to tweak those again because it's not remembering. That's weird. I thought I saved those sets so you could see them all. I think hers saved last night. I'm not sure why hers didn't. This is the Leather Alliance. What I did is I had them all set up here as to show off all of them, and for some wacky reason I'm logging in this morning and Steph was in that outfit. I don't know what's happened in the since last night. I'm gonna have to log in and find out, but I was gonna show off. Right now she's in her dark iron heritage armor again, defaulted back, and I like to use the dark moon hammer. Anyway, I grinded all 4 of those over this past week. I've been trying to get a 34 slot bag, but I'm not holding my breath. There's an individual I met yesterday. Papa's got a brand new bag. That individual, a shout out to Omega for getting yours. Sadly, I still haven't got a bag on any of these, and I was out there grinding these characters all day long. And I do the daily, and then I'd keep asking over here. I'd activate her to give me a countdown every 20 minutes approximate, and with give or take there's the 2 minutes as it spawns. It's still waiting but it would allow me to get to each one very, very quickly, and then in between I would run out and do some little thing or come back or switch to another character, do something really quick. So I finally finished it this week. So now I gotta go back and I get to get some other things done, but I wanted to at least share that with you. So we have all 4, the plate, the mail, the leather, and the cloth transmogs for all of these characters. Exactly. Oh my goodness. And speaking of that, I was ecstatic. Another congrats out to a speed level. I pulled it down during that point when we had Dark Moon Fair up. We've got the 16th anniversary extra rep and bonus you get right now for your XP. Got it down to 3.5 hours. So a huge congrats out to you being able to speed level a character in under 3.5 hours. Boom. Boy, I'd like to get those times. I'm telling you what. My goodness. Oh my goodness sakes. Yeah, so by the way, Titan Residuum is going to be going away. It's going to be transferring. Sadly, I wish it would be 1 gold to 1 Titan Residuum, but we are finding that we're doing the math right now for many of us, and it's actually better for you. Like, I had 1,907 Titan Residuum still left over, so I bought a handful of the first 175 costing gear, created it. Actually, I found some transmogs. I go, oh, I didn't have those. So I did get a few transmogs from that. I couldn't get the higher priced 900 ones. I could have bought a 9 and then like a 1, but I want to do all the 175s, and I find that when you sell them, you have to, I got like a head, shoulder, and like the first 3 slots. But you'd have to actually turn them into gear first and then go back and buy some more. So that's kind of how that part played out as well. Oh my goodness sake. And a National Drummers Day. I wanted to share a quick little vignette with you. As young as I can remember, I used to start hitting on pots and pans at my mom's house. And then I studied drums. We had a song come out called Drum Inside Me that I created when I was in college. And it was on cassette. And then we transferred it over to digital. And it's actually on Google right now. But not that there's much sales on it. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. I used to play in some bands and you do some one-on-one work and everything from instrumental jazz to pop rock and other types of bands I've done in the past as well. Just a little bit of my artistic background there. I just thought I'd share with you a little bit. And before we switch gears here as well, we've been trying to set everything up with the Verizon phone, trying to use the military setup, but they have this huge amount in the beginning. I kind of miss giving you the free activations when you switch from a provider and you try to talk and then you try to do it online. That doesn't quite work, and then they do it in store, and then they say the in-store doesn't use the online. It's a mess, and it's too bad. They should be able to cross that either way. If you just want a human being and you don't want to have to call into, and I understand they have third-party individuals, and I'm not trying to say this in a negative way. And I understand others out there are working and they're doing their best, and I'm all grateful for that. But I don't know. There's controversy on both sides, so we're gonna just leave it at that. Anyway, all I was trying to get at was we got that. We got our dish up. You can even see a video of me talking about me finishing that up. One small update on it. I did come in and I got the rest of the sealant up around there, and I did use the little clamps to clamp down and run the cable, coax around, and then I drilled a small hole for it to come in and up so that it's all set up now. Thank goodness. I won't be able to keep it. Sadly, I miss the days of having satellite for like $19.99 a month, which is sad because Dish, and they lose so many customers. I wish that they'd just bring their prices down. I understand what it is. They've got to do certain deals, and then their deals run out. That again, there's a whole nother financial economy to that piece. And with that, anyway, I just want to let you know I did get that set up as well. Trying to just get the travel trailer winterized a little bit. I'm going to try to go this week and look for some 1 or 2 inch paneling with either some stakes or some blocks, and try to find some of that like metal tape type. Just be careful on the edges. It can cut you if you don't wear gloves or something. It's very, very sharp stuff. And I want to try to work on that a little bit more. Thankfully, the individual came and filled up our tank, topped it off. I was so ecstatic. They must have had me in a regular schedule again like I used to have. They just showed up. I thought they were here. I was thinking, well, they barely used the tank over there. Are they topping that one off? And it was actually for me. And that was going to be my next guess. And I'm like, whoa. So it got topped. I've been trying to use more electric right now, just so when I'm turning it on, I kind of take the chill off in the morning to get my day started. And then I'll turn it off, and then I can just run that for a few hours. And usually about midday, I don't usually have to run it for very long, which is really nice. But I have to keep it below, well, I like to run it around 70, sometimes 73 when it's cooler. But of course, when I get that lower siding on, that'll help greatly. We had another one of our below freezing nights last night. So, of course, I unplugged. I have ordered a faucet mitt that goes over it. I know you could just use like one of those little like dice bags. You could stick it over and then use the cloth and like tie it that way. You could always use that. I didn't have any spare ice bags. I don't know if you guys noticed last week too. I've been wearing my the original TARDIS key here as well. That shows you a map for Gallifrey, how to get there from the stars. I just thought I'd share that. I've got some other memorabilia necklaces that I wanted to wear. I've got to clean them. They're kind of ratty, and I hate to put that rattiness onto my skin right now. Sadly, not by choice. But anyway, with that, to come back around, we're trying to finish up winterizing and just trying to tidy a few things up. Thank goodness I bought one that is like a few times thicker, and they use this extra sealant than your traditional one. And it's a much newer product as well. I would have preferred to just go with the old one, tear it out, and then re-insulate it, and But to be honest, I've done the cost. It'll come out to about the same in the end anyway. I might be paying a few thousand more for my interest. But I am paying more than the minimum right now too, to help pay that little extra each month towards a principal. It's just it's cutting into my surgery fund, which is making it difficult. But there's certain sacrifices that go with that too, so we can't really get into that too much. That was rubbing my leg as well. So I'm excited. I got the other runner carpet put in, so we have that one, and I cut and shaped it for the bedroom, so my tootsies are not cold. I've been wearing extra layers of these thicker. I have the regular socks, and then it's about that time of year when I usually start digging out my thicker socks because the floors are a bit cooler. Though with the runner carpets, it makes a huge difference. So I try not to step on the tiles because they're colder. But I did have slippers, but they're kind of getting ratty. I've got to get some nice booties. If I had enough money, I'd get like some nice Laney Willen LLB type ones or something like that as well. And sorry, she's off camera here, visiting the bathroom. Mom, I'm gonna go pee and poopy. Yeah, sorry for putting that on camera, but let's see what else have we been working on around here. So much to talk about. Gosh, we've had a couple deliveries as well, and we're trying to get that all straightened out too. Again, the mail situation for now. We're just tweaking that. I've been trying to keep some of the burnables burned down every once in a while. Just tweaking it, and as I mentioned, we unhooked the hose system the other night because we went below freezing. So I made sure before I unplugged, I filled up 4 of my 2.5 gallons. I usually keep about 5 gallons by the sink that I use over the sink here. And then I have another 2.5 and a 2.5, or 5 gallons, if you will, total in the bathroom as well. That usually lasts me a week or two, which will allow me that if we end up staying in below freezing temps, she's cleaning. That's how she cleans her paws after. I have a little thingy that when she steps out to help her paws stay clean, but she still likes to do that after. It's part of her routine, if you will. But I'm kind of closing all those parts up for that, and this has always been my backup whenever I've had to live out in these situations during freezing times. I don't have the money to travel south, So I kind of have to plant myself here, hunker down for the winter, get through it. You know, we're potentially at another 90-ish or so days to go, and then we'll start getting that spring weather again. We'll have some cold days still in March, don't get me wrong. But as long as we get through the holidays, and we're just going to spend one here. Thanksgiving coming up in a couple weeks. Actually, it's not far behind. And then after that, right before Thanksgiving, Shadowlands, and we'll be talking about lots of goodies on that. So speaking of that, why don't we jump into the calendar? I love my calendar kitties. Right, babies? Sweet little calendar kitties. Right, mamas? Boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. Jeez, kitty robot, beep, boop, boop. So share with me what you've been up to, how things are kind of going in here along with that. You're hearing a lot of do because I use Can I Mog It? Now, I mean all the things, excuse me. And that one will put, what I love is that one puts out like a little mini celebration every time you get an item of some sorts. So let's pop right in here as well and get into this. Of course, good news, I did, those that have asked me, yes, I did find the fire protection potion. I was going to run the Torn Mill, but I found it really cheap. Like 7.5 gold, and I go, all right, that'll save me like an hour run or a half-hour run in there in Torn Mill. So I didn't have to. I didn't have to run in South Shore. I was gonna just do the PvP. I do that every once in a while because I like to build every once in a while a little bit more in my honor. So I work on that PvP brawl, South Shore versus Torn Mill that we're talking about. That ends this Tuesday as well. The WoW 16th anniversary, we got that till next Sunday. So a week from today, when I post next Sunday, that'll be ending. And then good old Pilgrim's Bounty will be taken off, which will lead us to not only Shadowlands release, but for some of us that are celebrating at Thanksgiving in some form or fashion. Share in the comments below how you're going to share your thanks. Or maybe you haven't quite made plans yet and things are still up in the air. That's fine too. Battlegrounds bonus event as well. That's going to be ending this week. And then things that kick off next will be the Arena Skirmish will begin as well. We've got the, of course, the WoW 16th anniversary. As I just mentioned, that will be continuing until Sunday as well for you. And then we'll, of course, be talking more about good old Pilgrim's Bounty next week. And I hope you're enjoying some of this pre-patch event. I know there's that zombie thing that they advertise. We may be getting that this week as well. There's a little purple Grimr Murlok too. I've been meaning to go out and get. I'll put a link. Hazel and some of the other ones out there as well that are some of my regular watches. But it's a wow-petguides.com. Oh my God, that's such an amazing job over there. And the problem is with a lot of my videos, which don't get me wrong, I love. Thank you all for all your support through those. Doesn't mean that I won't not do them in the future. It's just I found that when I did those, when the first expansions would come out and I'd post them, we'd have a lot of pet changes come the next patches. So those videos would not be coherent when the changes came. And then when that would happen, I'd start to get more viewers of it and they'd start to get all negative. And she's playing with one of her little toys over there. I'm going to have to go over and join in with her. Yes, my love. She wants my attention. So I knew we'd have to ramp this up as well. But trying to do that. I was just trying to veer back. And anyway, that's the calendar. Hope you all have 2 things that you're going to work through. We'll have to see if that zombie situation kind of drops this week. If so, take 2 of those. Call them in the morning. And once again, yes. Yeah. We will see you later.